evening. I'm Rupsha Sengupta from OrissaTV.in, bringing you today's news from Orissa. The headlines first. Coal Ministry to sign MOU with Railway Ministry and Orissa government today for implementation of common rail corridor projects in Orissa. Worried over loss of considerable number of party leaders and weakening base, CPI Maoist plans to intensify campaign to strengthen cadres. Rahul Gandhi says Dongoria Kant had requested him not to hand over Niyamgiri Hills to Vedanta for mining. BJP celebrates after party membership base in Orissa touches 30 lakh mark. Drive draws criticism. And heat wave continues to sweep Orissa. Angul registered 42 degrees Celsius on Sunday. 10 Orissa towns boil above 40. Now the details. The Coal Ministry will sign a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with Railway Ministry and Orissa government today for implementation of common rail corridor projects for coal evacuation. Union Coal Secretary Anil Swarup during his February visit to the state had said that two special purpose vehicles, SPVs, will be jointly formed by Orissa government, Railways and Mahanadi Coalfields Limited MCL for evacuation of coal from Talcher and Ib Valley areas. The proposed SPVs, MCL will have 64% stake, while the Indian Railways and Orissa government will have a share of 26% and 10% respectively. The Railway Ministry had recently reviewed the progress of 3 rail corridor projects in state, including the Jharsuguda-Barpali-Sardega corridor in Ib Valley. As per the original plan, Ib Valley project was scheduled to be completed in 2009. The rupees 473 crore Jharsuguda-Barpali railway link project was announced in January 2006 by state-run Coal India to link its Ib Valley coalfields. The project is likely to be completed by 2017.
आज जो एमओयू जो हबो जो थरे कि भारत सरकार कर कोयला विभाग एवं रेल मंत्रालय एवं ओडिशा सरकार मध्य गोटे एमओयू आज साइन होगा पई जाउची रेल भवन रे आज सीधा एमओयू साइन हेबो जो थरे कि हमर ओडिशा रे बहुत अंचल रहिछि जो अंचल रे कि हमर कोयला गच्छित हेकि रहिछि विशेष करी इब भैली कथा कहबा कि तालचर अंचल कहबा से अंचल रो असी कोयला को किबळी भाबरे परिवहन करिया पई परिवहन हेबा पई स्वतंत्र भाबरे रेलवे कोनोसी प्रोजेक्ट नाही जहा फल बहुत असुविधा सम्मुखीन होउचंती एनु से इब भैली सहित एवं तालचर सहित वर्तमान रेल संयोगीकरण हेबा सहित सी कोयला जो गच्छित होइछि से खनि सहित सीधा सड़क जेबळी भाबरे परिवहन व्यवस्था हेइ परिबो ता पई आज एमओ साइन होछि जहा फल ठीक भाबरे कोयला परिवहन एवं ओडिशा रे विभिन्न शिल्प संस्था रे जेबळी भाबरे कोयलार आवश्यकता पड़िछि जेबळी भाबरे किछि शक्ति प्रकल्प रे जेबळी भाबरे कोयलार आवश्यकता पड़िछि से अंचल को ठीक भाबरे आ परिवहन हेइ परिबो एवं ओडिशा भल भाबरे आत्मनिर्भरशील हेइ परिबो थिरे कोयला विभाग रो रहइबो 64% एवं हमर रेल विभाग रहइबो 26% एवं राज्य सरकार को रहइबो 10% ऐसे अंशदान रहइबो
कोल इवैक्यूएशन प्रोजेक्ट्स पई जो रेलवे रा टिके इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलप करियो पई गोटे एसपीवी पई एमओयू साइन करा जिवो ओडिशा स्टेट रे जते कि ईब वैली और तालचर वैली एरिया रे जते कि कोल माइंस गुडिका अछि सेठी जते कि कोल प्रोडक्शन होछि ताकू इवैक्यूएट करियो पई ये इनिशिएटिव निया होछि एंड सेथिरे डबलिंग काम तो भी करा जिवो ट्रिपलिंग जो रेलवे लाइंस एक्जिस्टिंग रेलवे लाइंस अछि ता ट्रिपलिंग काम जोटा अछि सेटा भी करा जिवो.
Moving to next news, the CPI Maoist has reportedly acknowledged the loss of considerable number of party leaders and decided to intensify its campaign to strengthen cadres in view of weakened movement in rural plains and urban areas. In an internally circulated interview for the Maoist Information Bulletin, CPI Maoist General Secretary Mulappa Lakshman Rao alias Ganpati said the party has lost considerable number of party leaders at all levels, starting from central committee to the village level party committees. Therefore, it has identified the preservation of existing subjective forces from enemy attacks as one of the foremost tasks before the party. Stressing the importance of preserving subjective leadership, Ganapati called for preparing new leadership and raising consciousness for a strong party with the continuation of leadership as a condition for the success of the revolution. Though Ganapati admitted to mass surrender by active cadres, he refused to attribute it to the improved surrender policy of the government. In the bulletin, he said more than 3/4 of the mass surrenders are due to targeting of active cadres by means such as severe torture, rape, destruction of property, psychological warfare, and threat to kill. The leader has urged the cadres to carry out white propaganda against Modi government and Sangh Parivar pro-imperialist and pro-feudal agenda, because this could lead to oppression of Dalits, Muslims and working class due to new liberal and fascist Hindutva policies.
ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର କ୍ୟାଡରରେ ବି ଅନୁଭବ କଲେଣି ଯେ ଏ ପ୍ରକାର ବିପ୍ଳବ କରିକିରି ତାଙ୍କର କିଛି ବିଶେଷ ଲାଭ ହେବନି ଆଉ ସେ ଯେଉଁ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ ପ୍ରକାର ଗଣତନ୍ତ୍ର ପ୍ରତିଷ୍ଠା କରିବେ ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଛି ସେ ଆଶା ମଧ୍ୟ ମଉଳିଗଲାଣି କ୍ୟାଡର ଭିତରେ। ଏହି ପରିପ୍ରେକ୍ଷୀରେ ଗଣପତି ଯିଏକି ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରମୁଖ ନେତା ସେ ଗୋଟେ ଶେଷ ଉଦ୍ୟମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କର ପୁନରୁତ୍ଥାନ ପାଇଁ ଯେଉଁ କ୍ୟାଡରର।
Nearly 2 months after accepting former Congress leader Jayanti Natarajan's claims that he had instructed Natarajan to protect the environment and the tribals, Rahul Gandhi had said he was requested by Dongriya tribe in Niyamgiri in Kandhamal district to protect the hills from being mined. Addressing a farmers' rally in New Delhi yesterday, the Congress vice president said during his visit to Niyamgiri, the tribals had requested him that Niyamgiri hills should not be handed over to Vedanta for mining. The Congress Kion further stated that one of the Dongriya leaders had met him after the general election and approached that they will adopt Naxalism if Niyamgiri is taken away from them. Meanwhile, the ruling BJD in Orissa has criticized such a statement of Rahul Gandhi.
अगर आपने ये जमीन वेदांता को दे दी तो वो 400 लड़के जिनसे आप मिले थे वो सब के सब नक्सलाइट बन के हिंदुस्तान के खिलाफ लड़ेंगे। उन्होंने खुला मुझे कहा कमरे में
कहते से आदिवासी सिपाही किंतु ए कथा को आदिवासी माने विश्वास को नेले नाही। या गत साधारण निर्वाचन में आप प्रमाण पाई किंतु नक्सल हो कथाटा कहवा राहुल गांधी भली लोकों मुहरे एक शोभा पाऊनी और एत विलंब कहीं कहले ये कथा को उत्तर देवा दरकार।
Earlier in November last, in a letter addressed to Congress President Sonia Gandhi, Natarajan had slammed the party chief as well as Rahul Gandhi for stalling some mega mining projects in India, including Niyamgiri in the state. In her letter, Natarajan said she had received specific requests from Rahul Gandhi and his office forwarding environmental concern in some important areas. In the letter, she said she took great care to ensure that the interests of the tribals were protected and rejected environmental clearance to Vedanta despite tremendous pressure from her colleagues in cabinet and huge criticism from industry for what was described as stalling. A rupees 30,000 crore investment from Vedanta.
I received input whereby he said, please look into this and see that this environmental degradation is not allowed. Those projects, I've mentioned the names in the letter.
The Bharatiya Janata Party BJP has claimed to have achieved over 30 lakh members in the state so far. The party, which had fixed a target of enrolling 40 lakh members before the deadline, is hopeful of inducting 10 lakh more members by April 30. Senior leader Pratap Sarangi said party members were working hard and making sincere effort across the state to highlight various developmental programs and welfare schemes launched by Narendra Modi-led government at the centre. He said party workers were celebrating 10 crore membership achieved by BJP across the country. He said many members were enrolled through mobile phones using a toll-free number given for the purpose.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी सदस्यता 10 कोटी को टपी जाइए। ओडिशा रे आमर सदस्यता आम 40 लाख घोषणा करथिलु, आम 35 लाख टपी सारछु। आउ ए जो 10-12 दिन अच्छी ए भितर अवशिष्ट 5 लाख क्रॉस करी आम 40 लाख पूरा करू।
Meanwhile, the drive has drawn criticism from political parties whose active members have received messages about their membership with the Saffron Party. After receiving such a message, while CPI's Janardhan Pati has written a letter to the Election Commission about this, BJD spokesperson Samir Das questioned about the drive's authenticity. To this, Sarangi had said the verification would be undertaken from May 1st and the process should be completed within 2 months.
फोन मो पाखक घटना आसीला टिपिदेला मेसेज गोटे आसला जे आप सभ्य हो गले तो यहीपरी भाव में जब 30 लाख मेम्बर से करूँ से 30 लाख मेम्बर से घटना पूरा समारोह करूँ एवं आनंद उल्लास रुहतु परिणाम हम दिल्ली में जोपरी भाव में सभ्य जी मेम्बर बोली दाबी करुले तार अधारू कम भोट पाइले तेणु से भाव में परिणाम हम तेणु कहार खुशी बनइबार किए मना ना
गोटे मेसेज पाइली जे मु बीजेपी प्राइमरी मेम्बरशिप हो गली मु चीफ इलेक्शन को ये आवेदन कर बीजेपी पार्टी जे जोर जबरदस्ती अन्य मान मेम्बरशिप लदी देवार जो प्रक्रिया चलती क्षांत करंतु।
In a major relief to the income tax payers, the government of India has announced that new income tax return forms that require disclosure of details regarding bank accounts and foreign trips undertaken by an individual will be reconsidered. It was officially announced that it will come out with simplified ITR forms. This decision comes in the wake of difficulties expressed by various sections and tax experts on the new ITR forms relation to financial year 2014 and 15. There has been criticism of the new forms with experts and consultants saying government was seeking too much data. They felt that the addition of new information would make process of filing returns difficult.
या धरे जो अच्छी जे डिटेल्स ऑफ बैंक अकाउंट्स आसीसी मानकर दबा से पर्यंत मो मतरे ठीक अच्छी किंतु जो माने फ्रिक्वेंटली फॉरेन जाउचंती फॉरेन डिटेल्स जो दरकार से जो डिटेल्स दरकार सेटा को मो मतरे एटा ठीक नुहे रखिबार तेणु फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर जहाँ करिचंती सेटा ठीक मध्य करिचंती।
Heat wave like condition prevailed in many parts of Orissa on Sunday, with the mercury crossing the 40°C mark in at least 10 places. The meteorological center here said the industrial town of Angul recorded the highest temperature at 42.7°C as against 40.7°C recorded the previous day. Officials said the maximum temperature in Bhubaneswar stood at 40°C. The maximum temperature at Bhawanipatna was recorded at 41.2°C, while it was 41.1° in Hirakud in Sambalpur district. Balangir recorded 41°C, while at Jharsukura it was 40.9°. Korean girls danced to the tune of famous Sambalpuri number Rangabati at the recently concluded 7th World Water Forum at Daegu in South Korea. The event has created ripples on the social media, with people sharing videos of the show as well as stills and commenting on Twitter as well as Facebook. Oriya filmmaker Nilamadha Panda, whose film Kaun Kitne Pani Mein is being promoted with the Rangabati show, said the overwhelming response of Rangabati, getting both from crowd who are turning up for the event and on the social media, is overwhelming. The wood from neem tree identified at Gadakuntunia on the outskirts of Bhubaneswar for creation of Lord Sudarshan's idol is all said to be transported to Puri today. After construction of the cart in which the wood will be transported, certain rituals will be conducted and the wood will begin its journey towards Puri. The wood will be wrapped in special cloth known as Pattavastra and will be shifted to Puri on a bullock cart. After the wood is sent to Puri, the other remains of the sacred tree will be buried underground. After the Daru begins its journey towards Puri, the Daitapatis will go to Sarala Shrine in Jhankara, where the Daru of Balabhadra has been traced.
आमे वर्तमान जो भली अभिसार समस्त जो परिस्थिति आम जमी चलवा कथा से भाव में चली बर्तमान महाप्रभुर जो चौपती कम दैतापति मैंने समस्त दलपति आरंभ कर अभिज्ञ दैतापति मैंने लगी महाप्रभुर चौपती कमटा केमती शीघ्र सर संपूर्ण भाव में कन्या को आच्छाद कम करा भक्त देखा अनुचित जिनस एवं समस्त मनर उत्कंठा महाप्रभु केतବେଳେ बाहर केतବେଳେ आम गाँ पद देवे केतବେଳେ श्रीक्षेत्र में पहुँचे समस्त अपेक्षार भाव में बसुँच आम भी ये प्रजाक्रमे महाप्रभु को विदाय कलापर आम महाप्रभु बलभद्र पाखक एठू विदाय करके आम सेठिकी जीवु तेणुक महाप्रभु बाहर सारापर आम सपोर्ट कार्यक्रम आरंभ हो।
Meanwhile, at the Sharara shrine of Jhankara, preparations are on for the cutting of Lord Balabhadra's daru. For the accommodation of Brahmins and Daitapatis, construction of Sabarpalli is in full swing. Moreover, the Yagya Mandap is also being constructed at the place. As per schedule, the Yagya will be conducted on April 22nd and 23rd, after which the neem tree will be brought to the ground on April 24th. Ever since the announcement about Lord Balabhadra's daru was announced, the place is teeming with visitors. Devotees in thousands are thronging the place to get a glimpse of the neem tree. While the servitors are busy in rituals for the new idols of the Trinity, the Grand Road in Puri is going to witness the beginning of chariot construction work tomorrow with the celebration of Akshay Tritiya. After special puja and scheduled rituals, the process of construction works will begin. In the chariot construction yard of the Grand Road, wood logs have been kept for the carpenters to start that work tomorrow.
21 तारिख दिन ठारू चंदन यात्रा आरंभ हब से दिन राति 3टार दुआर फिटा करा जाई समस्त नीति सरला परे सकाळ धूप पर ठाकुर मानकर आज्ञामाल विजे हेबे एवं से दिन ठारू ही आमर रथ अनुकूल हुए.
On the other hand, demand for gold has shot up ahead of Akshay Tritiya festival with increased footfalls at jewelry shops. As per belief, gold is purchased on the occasion of Akshay Tritiya with an intention to seek blessings from the goddess of wealth Lakshmi. The jewelry shops are all geared up by decorating their shops and offering new designs to attract customers. Various offers are also being provided by the jewelers to woo the customers. Before wrapping up, the headlines once again. Coal Ministry to sign MOU with Railway Ministry and Odisha government today for implementation of common rail corridor projects in Odisha. Worried over loss of considerable number of party leaders and weakening base, CPI Maoist plans to intensify campaign to strengthen cadres. Rahul Gandhi says Dongoria Kants had requested him not to hand over Niyamgiri Hills to Vedanta for mining. BJP celebrates after party membership base in Odisha touches 30 lakh mark, drive draws criticism. And heat wave continues to sweep Odisha. Angul registered 42 degrees Celsius on Sunday. 10 Odisha towns boil above 40. Thank you for watching. Good night.